This is how big I like my salads when I make them from home. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. It's early in the morning, which is important for what we're doing right now because as soon as the sunlight hits these plants, they become just a little wilty and not nearly as crispy as you'd want them to be. Plus they don't store as well. So we're gonna get out here and see what we can harvest. We're gonna either start with arugula or spinach. I'm not sure. Some spinach first. Looks super good.
Looks fake.
Really nice big savoyed leaves.
They look like quilted.
Yeah, they do look quilted. That's a good way to call it. Looks pretty good. There's a couple pieces munched on, but for the most part, it looks very nice. I noticed last year and the year before that and the year before that we really struggle with slugs here. So we built a bunch of super cheap pallet tables to try and get them up off the ground. And they have definitely came up the tables more than they did when I just had one table, but it's still super effective at keeping the plants a lot less chewed.
Yeah, our leafy greens would never look like this. And there's still some damage. But like imagine if it was on the ground. It'd be like their playground. The table really makes this shit like undefeatable. There's a few that are willing to venture up, but
it's gonna be more spinach than I thought, but it's crazy how far a couple pots can actually get you if the slugs don't eat it at all. So interesting that they just take one bite out of everything they can.
that's crazy. Are they full off that, or are they just going ham?
No idea. There's one right here. This son of a bitch. The plague of my garden, truly. Just having himself a day.
Oh.
If you don't get out in the garden and harvest, especially your leafy greens, things like tomatoes, peppers, those things are totally fine to harvest at the end of the night, even I think technically preferred. But with leafy greens, you gotta make sure you get out here before the sun comes up or the quality just won't be the same. They genuinely do not, I would say they store about half as long if you come out here and harvest them even in the evening. If you harvest at midday, you might not even get your greens inside. It's perfect.
Your bowl's getting there.
Yeah, that's crazy. Our bowl's getting there. We only have spinach so far.
It definitely has some like fluff to it.
Yeah, it's super crispy. The spinach is super stiff. Love a stiff green.
That looks like if spinach was an heirloom variety.
Yeah, it is an heirloom variety.
Yeah, I forgot that a lot of what we got this year does say heirloom on it, but it looks very like, this one specifically looks like all the wrinkles like those heirloom tomatoes get.
Yeah, this variety is super savoyed. The other type of spinach is called flat leaf, but I think we always buy savoyed. They don't really sell this kind at the grocery store though, which is interesting.
Yeah, I think anytime they have a strain of stuff that we don't see at the grocery store, we're tempted to grow it if we can.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you satisfied with what you got?
I really am. That's only 3.5 pots of spinach, so that's pretty cool. They're only 5-gallon grow bags.
And they're not like bare right now. You didn't like...
No, I left a good amount on them to grow. I guess kale next. I'm excited to show you guys. It's gotten huge. It's crazy looking at my camera roll. And like literally 20 days ago, they were seedlings. It's crazy. This dino kale is looking crazy good. Might as well get this guy too.
Yeah, he's just hanging by himself. Needs some friends, as Bob Ross would say.
Yeah, that's just one plant we're leaving majority of the leaves on so it can continue to thrive and get super big. But I already have a handful and there's like 6 more plants. I already know we're gonna outgrow this bowl by quite a bit. We're gonna have to spread it out on a towel at the end, but we'll stack it up for now. Make sure nobody's living in here.
That'd be a good house.
Yeah, it's nice and curled up. Oh, I love it. It's so dark green.
Yeah, it looks so healthy.
Yeah, it does.
Hey, girl. She's probably looking for her stick of the day. I'll update you if she finds one.
She will.
It's definitely what she's doing.
It's like the size of my forearm. Probably could have started harvesting this a little sooner, but these leaves are nice and mature. It's tempting not to get this one over here.
The really big one.
I think I could get away with it. You're supposed to leave a certain amount of leaves on the plant to keep them thriving. They are thriving.
That's for sure.
I guess I'll get this one. It's fucking huge. Can taste the pasta right now.
Me too. And we just picked up that really good pasta.
Yeah, I do like that brand. Need to get a freaking pasta roller so I can make my own.
Yeah, if we're not making it ourselves, I think that brand has like a really like chewy, nice.
It does.
Pasta.
And it's organic, which is cool. Where's our pup?
She's finding her stick of the day. Looks like it might be a tomato vine. She said, fuck. You looking for a little stick?
These things are productive. I got a bunch more starts inside too, which is cool. They're super heat tolerant, like fully heat tolerant. They'll be out here in 90-degree weather as long as you keep them watered. They might get a little sad looking through the heat of the day, but they make it. They don't bolt like most other leafy greens, and they're just delicious. People say they get bitter in the summer, but if you just chop it up and throw it in some pasta or soup, I don't know. I don't think that's a problem.
It's beautiful out here this morning.
Yeah, it is perfect. Wow, this is fucking insane. Also, if you ever like the clothes I'm wearing, I literally am almost always wearing Blaze brand, which is my girlfriend and I's clothing brand. We design and print everything in-house, and it's really cool, so check that out. I do get a lot of comments on my hoodies. I tend to wear the Baked and Unbothered a lot. I really like this thermal long sleeve because it's thick on these brisk mornings, and obviously the design is dope. You can't even tell, but it says Blaze brand right down the back side of her hair here.
Yeah, and you're even wearing like the first sweatpants we ever dropped. Like those are raggedy.
Yeah, I wore these so much the Blaze logo came off. I think I went in about 1.5 million washes, roughly.
And today we're gonna fertilize all this, so.
Yeah, I like to feed the soil, so we just do granular fertilizer. I don't use any synthetic fertilizers or liquid fertilizers really, just granule fertilizer that breaks down slowly. So we do that monthly. I like to do it a couple days before the month is up because it kind of takes a couple waterings for it to really work into the soil and the roots to get the nutrients they need. And they're looking really good. It's been about a month, so I'm gonna fertilize them today. This purple moon kale, I've never grown, but I am excited because it grew perfectly. And the stems on these are incredible. It's a little softer than the dino kale. The bowl seems a little pointless, but...
Not you carrying that around.
This broccoli is not ready to harvest, but I wish it was. It looks so fucking good.
2 tables have been derobed and he wants some lettuce out of here. So here goes a third.
It can be hard to get out here on time because you don't want to come out too early where you can't see and everything's super dewy, but then you also only get like an hour and a half, so you gotta work quick. Ooh, some lettuce and a couple radishes that aren't radishing. They can just be like pulled out of here. You can eat the greens.
So interesting that the slugs prefer the radish greens to the lettuce.
Yeah, it is.
Like in every pot. I need to try me some radish greens apparently.
Yeah, the slugs think the radish greens are busted. It's super tempting to just harvest this whole head, but I think I'm gonna be good and just trim the outside leaves and let it continue to grow. And this lettuce plant isn't even supposed to be here, but he's thriving, so I'll take these leaves and we'll enjoy them in a salad. Some baby lettuce greens. Oh wow. This Matilda lettuce, though lighter in color, is actually a lot stiffer, which is interesting. I like that. I like crispy lettuce. Taking my time, being delicate. We don't have time to take. But lettuce, you don't want to damage it or else it will not continue to grow. Somebody got to this half.
Not finding another slug in the lettuce.
Just
Actively living.
down at the base of the plant, not even doing damage really, but you can even see his tiny little ears. I say that's like everything. I think the garden is scrumptious. Alright, we're about to call it a day on this lettuce, but it's looking good. There's still a lot left. I'm gonna take this piece actually. Just come in with me.
Looks like you're gonna need a couple more towels.
Yeah, it does look that way.
Oh, now you have 2 squishmallows.
Dang, that's impressive.
We're about to put these all in the fridge so they don't get wilty at all because the sun is starting to peep. And they're all like in prime condition. I'd hate to see them all get sunned.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, pretty girl. I love to see that smile. You're so cute.
Wow. Pretty nice selection of greens already.
Yeah, the shade difference just here is beautiful.
Right. I love the variety. I think that's my favorite part of gardening is just the variety in general.
He's busting out his hammock. And the other garden gnome. Hi, buddy. Not the mouse you killed. We saw a TikTok or like a reel yesterday that was like, I don't know, it was a dog saying they just wanted to stay home and play WrestleMania with their dad. And that was like, that's forever.
She said, I have separation anxiety. I just want to play WrestleMania with my dad all day.
Number 2 just for me.
Not just for you.
She's ready to see what you got next. So cute when she uses it as a pillow.
This arugula is not looking so good. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I have some theories. There's some good looking arugula back there, so we're gonna harvest some real quick. I am sad to see this getting ready to go out of season because the peppery greens are super good. I think arugula is one of my favorites. Arugula actually has a bit more nutritional value than lettuce.
Something we haven't tried that I'd love to try is some sort of like massaged kale salad.
Yeah, I've grown a ton of kale and surprisingly I've never even attempted a kale salad. I've just heard that they're not very good, so I always cook them and they taste great. But I do think it's time for us to try a massaged kale salad as well.
I just always hear that they're like
I haven't
kind
even
of
heard of massaging it, but that sounds good.
Everybody says if you don't massage it, it's like super tough and like you can tell if somebody massages it or not.
I could see that. It's way stiff compared to other greens.
That's what I want to try.
Sounds like a good idea. I think we have plenty of kale to maybe try that.
Could throw it in with some other greens, I guess, too, if you don't want to do just straight kale, you know.
If we like kale salads, that would be goated because we have so much kale. It's seemingly more productive than all the other plants. I don't know how, but you just get like plant after plant. Harvest like this morning, I feel is when you start to think it's actually worth it to garden because at the beginning you're just shelling out cash and you're getting nothing. And then there's pests that get a hold of some of the stuff and it's just super frustrating. But when you get a couple sufficient harvests, you feel incredible. This arugula actually looks really good. I don't know why these spots look like shit and this one's thriving. Might have trimmed them too far down. The amount of radishes we have to grab is insane. I want to leave some for garnish and such, but we have a lot to grab for a breakfast video that I'm actually harvesting from my Instagram. We're gonna continue filming garden updates, harvests, and things like that over here, but also I've got a series I'm excited to start. We're gonna call it Dirt to Dinner, and I'm gonna show you how to actually take these garden ingredients and turn them into a meal, because for some odd reason I see sort of a disconnect between gardeners and cooking, which is odd to me. I think that they're kind of together. I understand that both of them take a long time, so it can be hard to balance, but I do think gardening and cooking should kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah, why grow all this amazing stuff if you don't know or learn how to do something amazing with it?
And oddly, I don't see any of the gardeners really cooking. Some of them show you a thing here or there, but we actually cook all of our meals for the most part, and I've got a couple cool recipes I could show you guys.
It literally gets me weak watching people grow so many tomatoes and then they make tomato sandwiches and that's it.
Yeah,
like
tomato sandwiches are okay, but let's be honest, we can do a lot better.
Trying to bring the cooking culture back, make it cool again.
Yeah, make cooking cool again because eating out is not it. That arugula takes so long to harvest. Not complaining, but kind of am.
It's like tweezing hairs.
It's literally tweezing hairs. It's adding up though. It's about a plate of greens. I'm happy with that. We're heading this way where the other arugula is at.
Oh my gosh, the little chive flowers bloomed.
They're absolutely gorgeous for sure. These are edible though. I've never eaten one. I'm probably gonna let them go to seed, collect seed, because I promised myself I would seed save this year. I'm bad about seed saving. I don't even like to do it. I just end up having to buy everything I bought last year. I promised myself this year I'm gonna save tomato seeds, tomatillo seeds, eggplant seeds, everything expensive so next year can be cheaper. Another little pot of arugula, looking pretty nice.
You found a stick of the day? She's been looking for a minute. That took her a long time.
It did, I'm surprised. Normally she drops her toy and finds herself a stick within like 60 seconds. I was not expecting to harvest this much arugula, not gonna lie. It wasn't even really on the list this morning, but once arugula takes off, about every 3 to 5 days, you have an entirely new crop.
Kind of crazy that we never really ate arugula until we grew it.
No, I didn't eat much until we grew it, really.
That's what you were saying about like the disconnect. It's interesting that we grew things and we're like, damn, we need to learn how to make these good, how to eat them, because they're good for you, and we just grew it. And,
Right,
like,
I
spent all
just
this
pretty much
time.
bought like every variety. Like at least 1 to 2 crops in every different family and went for it and then figured out how to eat them after the fact.
Me right now buying those fucking expensive ass eggplants.
Yeah, they're coming up, so I'm hoping to get them off to the races as well.
Never have I ever tried an eggplant.
No, I haven't either, but I'm pretty sure they taste like zucchini. About to move on, I'm getting bored. Fuck.
This cabbage looks very similar in the veining of the purple moon kale.
Yeah, it
Like
does,
the red
actually.
variety of cabbage.
They are both brassicas, so. I'm gonna go throw them in the fridge because the sun is still threatening me.
Cutie.
I know everybody's pup is the best pup, but she might be the best pup.
She actually, everybody in person is like, I'm not much of a golden fan, but like, she's so sweet, or she's so cute. I really love her.
These lettuce plants are starting to look like an all-you-can-eat buffet to the slugs I see, but let's try and find some nice pieces. Bitch. Yeah, that's nice. I got another bowl full of greens. I'm gonna set them inside as well. Yeah, I think that's my problem. Sometimes I think about selling this stuff, and I'm like, but what if I want to eat it, really? These radishes have gotten extremely big since the last time I checked on them.
Yeah, just like a week ago, you were like, I don't think they're gonna bulb. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with them.
I don't know. I guess I'm tripping. I didn't give them time because these greens are fucking huge. Radish greens, I do not think a lot of people understand. Radish greens are typically like as long as my fingers. These leaves are huge.
Yeah, we immediately thought they probably weren't gonna put out radishes because they were focusing all their energy, obviously.
I was like, shit, they have way too much nitrogen and they're not gonna bulb. But they did both. I don't know. They were just huge in general. The ants are doing some serious excavating. If you see all this loose soil, they're doing that. I don't know why. Took a short break to start filming the breakfast reel I was talking about. We already have lots of beautiful radishes, and we're coming over to this other pot to find a couple more. We're gonna pick the rest of the radishes because I think they are about to bolt. So clean up the bottom couple leaves. This one's huge. I'm excited to pick all these because not only do I get all these radishes, but I'm gonna plant some carrots in these 2 pots. Hey.
She's beautiful. Fuck yeah.
Not quite as many as the French breakfast, but hey, there's still some nice big ones. This pot didn't do as well. I don't know if there's many good ones in here, but probably end up composting most of these. I see some though. This one looks good. Yeah, not super successful from this pot, folks. Must have gotten less fertilizer or something. Smaller amount, but hey, better than nothing. He's scary though. He's not even like a regular bee. He's on some crazy shit.
Oh hell no, that's SWAT.
Don't crawl down in there, you tripping.
Still in there?
No, I got him out.
Oh, why is he just chilling?
I don't know, he's walking around and he seems kind of fine, but I'm not sure what's wrong as to why he's not being crazy or flying.
Turns out you needed just this entire bowl for radishes alone. Because these harvests are insane. Like, holy shit.
There's actually more, somehow, somewhere.
Oh, these ones look good. That one's big right there. Oh, yes. Hey, dirt just went in my shoe. Watch it.
Brother. This one looks good. Ooh, nice. Another really big one. All right, I think that's everything we have to harvest. If you ask me, the haul was pretty fat. I can't say I'm not satisfied. Anyways, I'm about to go make some breakfast. I hope you guys enjoyed.